Hey up and welcome back to Football Manager 2024, back with Yeovil Town and the Journeyman. I'm going to tell you, I'm feeling rough again. Uh, there might be a lot of cuts from me sneezing or coughing. There's a little bit to go through before we get into this. There's been some transfers. We'll start with the schedule first. So we last left off at the Kidderminster and Dartford game. So we then went to Halifax, went 1-0 down via an Andrew Oluwabori goal. Hamza Carbo got an equaliser and it finished 1-0. It was a mistake on my behalf. Was playing a 4-3-3 against their 4-2-3-1. It was my bad. We then played Barnet. Went 2-0 down via Dale Gorman and Ollie Davis. We were not there in the first half. We were just surviving. Second half, Carbo got us a goal back in the 50th minute, and then we got a penalty in the 82nd. Jordan Maguire drew, put away, and we picked up a point. And at this point, it was like, okay, form's a little bit off again. Are we doing that? We then played Chesterfield. We lost 1-0. We were poor. It was a really poor game. You'll see that Henry Sanders started up front. Yeah, Henry Sanders started up front. We'll get on to that. We then played Dalkin, who were bottom of the league, and we got a 1-0 win via a Patsy Slevin goal. You'll be thinking, who's Patsy Slevin? We'll get on to that. Then got a 1-0 win over Hartlepool with a Corey Callan goal. And we've just beat Eastbourne Borough 5-1 with 2 goals from Senga and Goya, 2 from Patsy Slevin, and 1 from Cardo Sigic, with Gravata scoring in the 68th minute. So, why has Carbo not scored in the last 4 games? That is because, if we go to Hamza Carbo's profile, he has done his cruciate ligaments. He did them in training. He apparently tried to tackle someone, and yeah, we're looking at 6 to 9 months out. We're looking at Christmas next year till Hamza Carbo is back in training at the earliest. We're probably looking at no appearances from him next season. He may start to get some games at the end of the season, but when you lose a guy that's got 30 goals in 32 and 19 in 23 in the last 2 seasons for us, that's worrying. And it's absolutely brutal with how good he's been. So yeah, that was a tough pill to take. So let's now go into transfers and have a look at our transfer history. There has been 3 signings since the last time you were with us. So Patsy Slevin, once Carbo went down injured, we got one of the scouts was like, here's a guy you should look at. Came from QPR. He is the regen of Hamzid Carbo. Like, he's 6'6". Technically, very good in the key attributes. Mentally, he lacks composure and decisions, but the rest of them are pretty good. Physically, there's a lot to be desired. And sadly, he's got a contract till 2028. I think next season we will look at trying to get him back on loan. I think he is the obvious replacement for Carbo. But he comes in, he's got 3 and 3. He has had, I'm going to tell you now, there has been some chances that he's had that the keepers have pulled off out of these world saves. So we brought him in. We've also signed Danish Overman from Nuneaton Borough. We've loaned him back there. He's a 6'4" winger. Decent technically for what we need. 17 years of age. He's Surinamese. Mentally, not the greatest, but he's 17. Physically, he's pretty good. The 4 strength at 6'4" is a worry, but I think alone this season at Nuneaton Borough, are they in our league? No, they're in the North. I think next season we look at getting him a loan maybe in the National League, but I think, yeah, we are overloaded with right wingers. That is a problem. And final signing is Rob Dunn. Now, we took a massive gamble on him. I saw that a couple of clubs in our league and the league below had triggered this guy from Guernsey. So I didn't know much about him. So I went, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's just offer him a contract at 120 quid a week. Worst case scenario is we've just lost out on 120 quid a week for a couple of years. But I think he's a centre-back. I think his lack of physicals in pace and agility mean that he's a centre-back. And I think realistically, there's every possibility that his lack of strength and kind of his lack of physicals might result in him not really materialising. However, I think for absolutely nothing and on such a small wage for the next 2 years, we can monitor him and kind of go from there. You know, he's got good heading, good tackling. His marking's a little bit off, but we're going to train him to be a centre back and go from there. So let's get into the 2 games for today. The 2 games are Fylde and Scunthorpe, which is 2 games we should be winning. The problem with the Scunthorpe game is that Patsy is away on international duty with Ireland's under 18s. We are first in the Valor National League. We are level on points with Bromley. It looks like it's going to be a 2-horse race between us and Bromley, which is even more annoying because they've got this kid. Like, just insanity. When does his contract with him expire? 2027. He's also QPR are pulling out all the kids. So yeah, we've got this game. So this will take us to 41 league games played, which will then leave these final games. I think what's going to happen for the next episode is going to be we will either come back at the point where we could win the league, or we will come back at the playoffs. But if you're excited for this episode, please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for the consistent uploads that we do. Let's get into this. So here is your lineup. It's going to be Joe Rose, Ashcroft, Jones, Carragher, Haste, Leaf, Wes, Senga and Goya, Callan, Beckham and Patsy, with a bench of Dzinski, Sidic, Fitzgerald, Asamuga and Maguire Drew. By the way, Wes Jones is just coming on leaps and bounds. He looks really good. All right, first highlight. Wes Jones whips this ball in. Slevin's up for it. Callan heads it down. Wes Jones to Beckham. I thought I really wanted him to hit that. I really want him to score. Carragher here. He's going to turn it around here to Jones. Switch out here to Callan, who heads it down to Jones, to Ashcroft. To round the corner to Callan. He's got to go across with it. Oh, the positioning was so bad. Oh, and Biffway forcing a good save out of keeper out of nowhere. All right, the corner's going to be whipped in by Beckham. And he puts it into the back post. Keeper comes out and collects it. So one of the big issues I've got is Beckham isn't as effective on the left, but I don't know who to play between him and Callan because they're both in really good form. All right, Rose with a goal kick goes out here to Ashcroft. Ashcroft. Oh, there was a pass in there to Jones. He goes to James, to Biffway. Biffway goes back to James, to Ashcroft, to Jones, to Carragher, to Haste, to Senga and Goya, who's given the ball away to Civi here. And now there Jones is going to come forwards with it. Spreads it out here to Eccleston. Goes in here to Walder. Oh, that's a great goal. You can't even be mad about that goal. I'm pretty sure that's ex-Man United youngster Charlie McNeil puts Fylde 1-0 up, and back line just fell apart there. Like, Haste is playing everyone on side. That is a disappointing goal to concede. All right. Goal kick, Ashcroft. To Callan. To Jones, who loses the ball. We're not all there today at a minute. Around the corner to Ward. They're just passing it round us. What? How is that? How has the ball gone that way? Eccleston here goes in. Turner Cook then just has the ball, cuts inside, hits a shot, and it's questionable. Right, throwing here with Haste. Senga and Goya to Haste, to Jones. Round the corner to Beckham. Oh, it's a great finish by Beckham. Good assist by Wes Jones. Gives us a lifeline just before half-time. Senga and Goya there to Haste. Jones' pass is fantastic, and Beckham just gets it so that he can finesse it across. I feel like I need to make him an inverted winger, but I just don't know if it works on that side. All right, free kick here. Robson goes along with it. Jones picks it up, goes back to Rose, to Haste. Needs someone to make some movement for him. Biffway, good little ball into Senga and Goya there. I think he's offside. He misses anyway. Yeovil are enjoying themselves, are we? Because it doesn't feel that way. We're losing. Beckham with his corner. we tried something and it didn't work. All right, corner for Beckham. Whips it in. Gets headed as far as Fitzgerald's going to pick it up. Goes to Wes Jones. To Biffway. To Haste. To Carragher. To Beckham. Why has he gone from goal there? Alright. Highlight here for Filed. Civvy goes there. Turner Cook. It's a penalty for Filed. And you feel like that might kill the game off here. Mavia to take it. Yeah, he sends keeper the wrong way. Oh, it's a disappointing game. Them 2 early goals we conceded just absolutely killed us off. Okay, we have our intake. It's a good intake. I don't know how I feel about if I'd say it was good. Alright. I'll be back in a second. Oh, to be fair, let's have a look at... We'll go through the front three. So Jason Nelson is an attacking midfielder that can't dribble. And is not very agile. Jules Basalekin is a centre. He's a left winger that can't cross, can't dribble, has no first start. Oh my god! And Dory Larkin is a left winger that can't dribble. Yep. All right, I'm gonna offer these contracts back in a minute. Okay, so we're having this weird problem. So, Asamugas, can you talk about the promise of more playing time? It hasn't happened yet, and I'm concerned. Let's just have a look at his performance. If we just go info happiness. So, actual playing start, regular starter, agreed playing time, squad player. So he's been playing now. Yeah. It's just because he's not been playing up front. He's not a striker. So usual lineup to go up against Scunthorpe. We're going with Rose in goal, Ashcroft, Jones, Carragher and Hayes, Bythway, Senga and Goya, Callan, Fitzgerald, Beckham, and Asamuga is going to start up front. All right, ball out here to Beckham. He's beat one man. He tries to get it in. They've gone along with it. Matt Godden's just joined them, by the way. Matt Godden, a very good striker. Ashcroft out here. Can he whip this in? He does. Fitzgerald has just won a header with his 8th goal of the season. What a signing he has been, by the way. I am very happy with the deal to bring him in. The fact that it cost us, 14 grand. And he has been fantastic. He just runs past Sander. And then... he should never be winning that header. Free kick here for Scunthorpe. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh. Alright, Cisse goes to Giggs, to Reynolds. To Howe, to Reynolds. Callan picks that up, goes to Biffway. To Jones. To Carragher. To Biffway. To Carragher. To Ashcroft. Playing some nice football here. Ball in. Tony Cliff heads it clear as far as Fitzgerald, who's made it to another. The keeper should save that. It's an aimless cross whipped in here by Ashcroft. And the defender just heads it into the middle. Keeper's already down before Fitzgerald's even shot. But we'll take it. We have to take it. You look at the team, both Bromley and Gateshead are winning. This is going to go to the wire. Senga and Goya over the top to Beckham. Oh, Giggs gets it clear. Vernon gives it back to Senga and Goya. He's looking for movement. Biffway. Out here to Ashcroft. He's going to whip in a good ball. Oh, and Fitzgerald has a 27-minute hat-trick. That's really good by, I think it's Callan who lets it go between his legs. Biffway just goes out wide, then goes to Ashcroft, and you think, just whip it in early. And then he takes on, he's like, no, I've got to beat my man. Drills it in. Callan lets it go between his legs, and it falls straight to Fitzgerald to put us 3-0 up after 30 minutes. All right, Carragher. To Haste. To Carragher. Rose to Carragher. To Haste. To Beckham. Across here to Biffway. Goes out here to Callan. Callan takes on his man. Drills it across. Oh, bounces off the post and they manage to just about get the ball back into the keeper's arms. Oh, free kick late on for Scunthorpe and it goes over. And that is the end of the game. We get a 3-0 win. It's a good win. We haven't had a shot on target against us. Okay, so yeah. With 5 games left to the season to go, we have a game in hand over Bromley and Oldham. So that could put us 3 points clear. There is still every possibility Carbo's going to win the Golden Boot. And he's going to have missed the last, 10 games of the season. So, yeah, I think next episode we will be back for the title-winning game. And we will have a squad report and then kind of go from there. So if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. All the support does mean the world to me. Thank you very much. I have been Justin and you have had... just enough.